The awesome Muffin.
We just got a letter. 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 I wonder who it's from. Oh, it's a letter from our friend.
I guess I just wanted to say that after all these years, I never forgot you. Ever. You look great, by the way.
Okay, if you haven't seen the original video yet, it'll be the top link in the description. Go watch that, and then come back. We'll wait. Okay, you back? Here, dry them tears, King. We're all in this together. So today, we're going to try and figure out why Steve left Blue's Clues. But how should we do that? Of course! We can play Blue's Clues to figure out the answer. But how are we going to clean off this paw print? No. Guess that worked. So in order to figure this whole thing out, we have to go back to the beginning. What's that, Blue? Huh. Blue jumped right into the painting. I guess we'll go after her. Blue-ska-doo, we can too! Oh. And here we are in New York City. Hey, I'm walking here! I've never been to New York. You know, in 1995, a young man named Steve Burns moved here to New York to try and pursue his acting career. He had a few voiceover roles. He even landed a role on the show Law and Order. But he never really hit it big until Blue's Clues came along. When he got the original audition, he thought it was just another voiceover role. Yeah, I'll take 2, please. But turns out, it was a lead acting role. Now at the time, Steve was really into punk music, so he had like longer hair and he had an earring. That didn't really rub the producers the right way. But out of the 100 people that the producers auditioned, Steve was the one that really struck it with the kids. They couldn't get enough of him, so he got the job.
A clue.
What? A clue? Where?
No, Kim, over there.
It's a clue! You know what that means? We need our handy-dandy... Well, the house didn't come with a handy-dandy notebook, so we're gonna have to deal with a regular one. An American flag, huh? Okay. Well, we got our first clue. I guess we'd better head home. Blue-ska-doo, we can too! Could you imagine what it would have been like if Steve hadn't left? It's crazy to think about. What if the show had like aged up with us and it got more mature as we got older? I wonder what that would be like. We now return you to Blue's Clues, Murder Mystery. Wow, that's a lot of blood.
A clue.
What? A clue? It's oil. We'll have to write that one down. So we've got an American flag and oil. I wonder what that could mean. Maybe Steve tripped on the oil and hit his head and all he could see was stars. No, that's silly. We can figure this out. That would be wild, huh? So after spending 7 years on the show, Steve finally decided it was time to leave. And he left us in the hands of his younger brother, Joe.
A clue.
Another one? Already? God, this is really going fast. Another clue! And it's President George Bush? What is going on? Well, I guess we'll write it down. We got all 3 clues. We got all 3 clues. You know what that means? It's time for our thinking chair. Okay, so we have all 3 clues, and we're going to try and figure out why Steve left Blue's Clues. And those clues are an American flag, oil, and President George Bush. This is a weird one. What do you think?
It's the war in Afghanistan.
Of course! The war in Afghanistan. You're so smart. We just figured out Blue's Clues because we're really smart. Hang on a minute. Blue, the war in Afghanistan? Really?
Got him!
You need to stop watching so much Alex Jones. That's enough internet for you, young lady. No, you want to know the real reason why Steve left Blue's Clues? It's actually pretty simple. It was time for him to go. He had been with the show for 7 years, through his entire 20s. He gave his heart and his soul to that show, and when it was time to go, it was time to go. At this point in time, a lot of the producers that started the show were leaving, and Steve felt like it was his time too. Not to mention the little wrinkle of the fact that he was going bald. So, after much consideration, he decided it was time to go. And the day after he wrapped recording, he shaved his head. You know, Steve meant a lot to people my age. We grew up watching Blue's Clues. Heck, this entire YouTube channel is inspired by Blue's Clues. If you watch the Mortitwi video, when I jump into the portal, you can hear the blue skidoo. And when the video came out of him saying that he hadn't forgotten about us, it really hit home for me. I can't speak for everybody, but from this particular millennial that grew up watching you and learned critical thinking and problem solving from your show, thank you. And with that, now it's time for So Long. But we'll sing just one more song. Thanks for doing your part. You sure are smart. You know that me and you and our dog Blue, we can do anything that we wanna do. Bye. Thanks for coming. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.